And the sevens, like, okay, wow, oh my god. And he's a dual wielder? Dude, I love a guy who dual wields swords.
Hey guys, welcome in. Hope you all are doing well. It's Kumi here, and today we are going to be reacting to Season 2, Episode 2 of Frieren, which is entitled The Hero of the South. Really quickly, before we get into it, just a reminder, as always, I do have Patreon. For just $5, you can get early access to the full uncut versions of my reactions, and it does also go a long way in supporting me as a creator, so if you are curious, go ahead and check out the link down below in the video description. And without further ado, let's go ahead and hop on into episode 2.
The statue of the hero. Is it a bronze statue? Yo, that's actually clutch, dude. Hello? I want that spell. That's amazing. Okay, 29 years after the death of Himmel the hero in my eyes. Fable Village, located in the Northern Lands. Okay, okay, we're good. Oh. It's not Himmel. The hero of the South. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Humanity's strongest. Okay. Oh. 7 stages of destruction. Okay. Yeah, we saw Aura. 2 either fled or went missing. Ooh. Yeah. Defeated the remaining 3. Dang. Okay. Oh, dang. Okay. End of the Northern Plateau. Oh, dang. Shalat the Omniscient. 1,000 years into the future. Jeez. Of all 7s. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, that's, if you were gonna lose to somebody, that sounds like the guy. Yeah, that's crazy. What the heck? That guy's so OP. Dang. Slew each other and he still killed? Oh my god, dude, holy crap, the hero of the South is a badass. Dang. That guy's actually cracked. What a GIGACHAD. Holy crap. Wow. That guy is insane though. Oh my god. That schlacked or slashed? I don't know if I'm saying it right. The Omniscient? That guy sounds... Oh! 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 He came to find her! Wow! The right words to convince you. Oh, wow. So he had tried to recruit her before. What's the secret? Oh? He can see the oh, snap! Wait, what? Oh. I just don't care. I was gonna say she don't seem to give enough. She just mind her own business. This will pique your interest. Oh. I will be defeated in... Oh, wow. Shalat, the Omniscient, and the 7 stages. Wow. Dude, okay, that's so crazy, though, that he was fighting against someone who could see the future, and he can also see the future. Like, okay, what a matchup. Also, that's so fascinating that he also tried to recruit Frieren and she refused. But of course it was Himmel who was able to convince her to join them. Wow. Also, was that like brief flash of Frieren and like some big gigantic dude? Is that the, I can't remember his name. Is that the guy who murdered her village? I can't remember what they called him, but anyways. That's also crazy that this guy was just solo. He didn't even have a party. Oh, huh. Oh, is this the omniscient guy? And the seven, like, okay, wow, oh my god. And he's a dual wielder? Dude, I love a guy who dual wields swords. I will die without achieving my goal. Dang. Wow. My fate would not change. If he can see the future, does he know that she will defeat the Demon King someday? Oh, himmel! Himmel! Wow. Oh my gosh. Ah! He'll change your life in so many ways. In so many ways. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh, bro. Tell him this. What? I want to know. What? What did she tell him? Oh. I swear. Wow. I will clear a path for you. Dang. Wow. Strongest hero. The hero of the South. Oh my gosh. Stark. He actually looks adorable in that omniscient costume. Some future sight you have. Yeah. Aww. History hasn't forgotten ya. That's so sweet, dude. Even the birds are gathering around the statue. Okay, 29 years after the death of Himmel the hero in Graf Dox domain, located in the northern lands. Okay, got it. I wish we got to know the hero of the South's name, but that's okay. He's still remembered for the great person that he was. But I wonder if, like, we'll get to know his name eventually, because they just said the hero of the South. I'm wondering what his name was. But also, wow, dude, oh my gosh, when he said, Himmel will change your life, like, oh, that got me a little emotional. Like, oh my gosh, because he did in so many ways. In so many ways. What an interesting thing for her to say. Nice. We're doing a good job gathering supplies. Oh, nice. That's gotta be kind of heavy, but... We'll have to find some more jobs, I guess. I was gonna say, usually she likes to look around at the shops, especially the magic shops. Oh. To invite you to dinner. She's like, no. I wonder why she's so opposed to it. I mean, I know she doesn't really, like, seem to enjoy being recognized, but I wonder if there's another reason why she didn't really want to. His great-grandfather. Okay. Was stolen by a deep... okay. Okay. Again? I know, yeah, what? Makes unreasonable demands. At least we're getting paid for it in grimoires. Oh. Okay. Yeah, oof. At least they didn't threaten to throw us in jail this time. Of the Schwer Mountains, dang. Yeah, what do they want? Is this a special sword? Oh, okay. Interesting. I see. If efforts would have been for nothing. Aww. Yep, that's true. That is very true. He wouldn't. Nice. Okay, it's a little small, but you know. Oh! Yeah, don't get bitten by that again. Oh my gosh. We don't want to like freaking have our organs, brain bleed out of our nose. What did they say? What did they say the venom does? Okay, yeah, it looks like we're getting close. Oh. The birds are fleeing. Oh. Is that the demon? Shit. Oh. Oh. Okay, I was about to say she doesn't look like a demon. But then again, I guess Aura kind of looked. I guess a lot of demons do look very human-y. I was thinking, kind of about like the Schlacht, the omniscient, and I was thinking about it was Basalt. I think was the big gigantic guy who like killed Frieren's village. But I guess most demons, now that I think about it, do kind of look human. So we don't know. Maybe she is a demon. Maybe she is. She says she's not. But. By this, oh, the sword demon. Okay, I was warned. Okay, I think she's okay. No survivors. Wow. Offer a prayer. Yeah. Oh! Oh! Oh. Oh, she is! Okay, okay! Oh my god, yo, she fooled me! Oh, dang. Dang! Oh, girl, she fooled me. I thought she was the demon at first, and I thought, nah, she's good, and then nope, she's the friggin' oh my gosh, okay. She's kind of strong, okay. Ooh, okay, I mean, good blast, but oh my god, she's very nimble. Oh my gosh, you're also quick, you're also quick. Oh, careful, 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 careful. Oh, nice. Oh, Stark. Oh, clean. Nice, 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 nice. She's just a 1v3 right now. Oh, did we get her? Surely we got her with that, right? Oh, nice, let's go. Okay, goodbye. Bye. Oh, so cold. That is true, yep, that is true. Nice. Ultimately help lots of people. Yeah, that's very true, because, for example, this demon, that's why I never abandon someone in need, I freaking love Himmel, but for example, like, at least this demon was destroying all sorts of villages and leaving no survivors, so yeah, we've, like, not only are we getting the sword back to its rightful place, but we're probably saving a lot of villages by getting rid of her, so. That's what makes it exciting. Oh, I love Himmel so much, man. Hey, yo, good job, everybody. Good job. Aww. Oh. Now we're all gonna pray together. Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, it's a very, like, vulnerable moment. That's so sweet that they made little graves for them and that they're praying for them. Okay, can we, like, stop letting this thing get stolen? You're welcome. Maybe we should consider, like, putting a barrier around that thing. Yeah, this one seemed nice. This one seemed very nice. Yeah, I know, for real. Okay, okay. It's also, like, been in the family for a long time. Yeah, that's true. That's also true, yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. Dang, yeah. Yep, demons are very crafty like that, as we've seen. Protecting the heirloom sword. Well, that's good. That's good. That's a good question. Huh. Humans will take advantage of that. Yep. That is true. Yep. Yep. Good thing we've got Frieren. Depends on the reward. As long as we get a good grimoire. Ooh, what did we get this time, I wonder? I'm ready, lay it on me. Oh, okay, well that's a banger. That's a real banger right there. Oh man, I love the ED too. We're gonna talk about it this time. I'm gonna try to remember. Ah, I love that so much. I love that so much. Okay. I think I'm actually gonna start by talking about the ED. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget again. So let's start with the ED this time. So first off, I mean the art style is so cool. Obviously, like a very unique art style. And I love this shot of Himmel just like in this white light, because we've seen him like walking towards the white light a few times. Kind of just gives this sense of like he's angelic, you know, it kind of reminds me of heaven. So I like just this simple white light. And then we see him begin to write. And I like how it's like we see him start writing right as she says, like the story. It's like he's writing the story. And then we have this bird flying to Frieren. And this is cool, just watching her go through life. And a lot of it is alone, but like I really like when we get a little bit further in. This part, I love this. So it's like his quill pen turns into the flame in her lantern. So it's almost like Himmel's words, Himmel himself, but I also think a lot of like his words specifically, because he's obviously writing on paper, writing words down. It's almost like his words are her guiding light. Like Himmel is the thing that guides her through the dark, and you can see it's kind of like dark around her. Like he is the thing that guides her through the dark. Literally becomes her guiding light. And I love the butterfly wings as well. Like, oh, that's so gorgeous. That's so gorgeous. But that's so cool. And then here she is. I'm still holding it. And look at how vibrant the world is, like through his guiding light. And as the seasons change, like he's still there guiding her. This is actually really cool that we see like the bones down here, because I feel like, you know, all of these layers just remind me of time, you know, like time has passed and passed and passed and passed, and through it all, like Frieren remains. And this is also really cool that she's like watering. And then of course the flowers, like, oh, the flowers are so gorgeous. So beautiful. And I love her smile. I love her smile so much. And then we have this part, which is also so cool, when she turns into a bird, and then like that, a feather from that bird becomes like a quill pen with ink next to it, just like what Himmel was writing in. So it's like it's really cool how it kind of comes full circle, you know, like it's like she's there, she's with Himmel, and Himmel's also with her. Like she turned into the pen, and then the pen turned into like her guiding light, and then she turned back into like, that's so cool. It's so cool how it comes full circle. I love that about this. And then of course, like I said, the art style is also very, very unique, and I enjoy the art style of this a lot. Okay, so anyways, let's talk about the episode. I want to start here. First, I mean, I really loved this scene. It even got me a little bit emotional when the hero of the South was talking about Himmel. But another thing that's quite fascinating to me is the fact that he can see the future. I'm really curious, like, was he just born with that ability? Did he acquire it somehow? That's very interesting. And it also makes for a very interesting matchup because, you know, the omniscient guy, Schlacht, the omniscient, can also see the future. So that's really fascinating that it's a person who can see the future versus a person who can see the future. I guess it makes sense that they killed each other. That's quite interesting. Because, yeah, I was just double checking. So, yeah, he can see 1,000 years into the future with magic. I do kind of wonder how far into the future the hero of the South was able to see. But that's pretty crazy. 1,000 years into the future is nuts. But yeah, this was a really interesting revelation that he is also able to see into the future. And I also love this part. Like, I love the way she's just like, I don't care. I love how he says, you don't seem to believe me, do you? And she's just like, yeah, I don't care, dude. I really don't care. Like, I just really don't give an F. Yeah, I'm busy. But this part's cool. Then perhaps this will pique your interest. You know of the 7 stages of destruction, do you not? And it does pique her interest. She stops. Now, what I'm wondering, okay, so I'd initially wondered if this guy was basalt, but now I'm thinking it's probably not, because I can see right here she has her pigtails. At least it looks like it. I mean, it's kind of blurry, but I can see the shape of her pigtails. And when she fought basalt, when her village was massacred, she just had her hair down. So I'm thinking that this must have been after Flamme's death, which I'm really curious about that. How did she wind up in this situation after Flamme's death? Because wasn't she mostly kind of living in isolation up until Himmel recruited her? So I'm curious how this encounter happened, and I'm also curious who this demon is. It kind of has horns similar to Schlock the Omniscient, but this guy looks like freaking massive, so I don't know if this is Schlocked, but it kind of has like a similar design, so maybe, I don't know, it's a little bit hard to tell, but yeah, I'm really curious like how this encounter wound up happening for her, because yeah, she's wearing, it looks like her cloak, and then she has her pigtails. Anyways, I love this part as well, because I mean this kind of is leading up to the Himmel bit, but it's also really fascinating how he can see the future, so he knows that he's going to die. He knows that he's going to die without having accomplished his goal, and yet he still walks that path, which is, it's just like, wow, you know, like he seems so calm about the fact that this is his fate and that he's going to meet his end when he has this encounter, and yet he still wanted to pave the way for the future, for a peaceful future. Just makes me really like this guy. Like I said, I wish I knew his actual name. And then, okay, I'm looking at this design, and it does look kind of similar to the demon that was in Frieren's flashback. So if this is Schlahat, like if the demon in her flashback was Schlahat, obviously this is Schlahat, but if the demon in Frieren's flashback is this guy, then I'm wondering, like, again, how did that encounter happen? That's quite interesting. And by the way, design is very cool. Like, his design is very cool, and also Schlahat's design was very cool. I will die without achieving my goal. Yup. And yet he still walks that path, which is crazy. And then I love what he says to her. Like, even if you accompanied me, my fate would not change. I hate to admit it, but he's the one who will save the world. He tells her that there's another hero. You will travel with that young man's party and defeat the Demon King. He'll change your life. Like, oh, I love this part so much. I really can't see that happening. And yet, here he is. You'll understand once you meet him, and oh my gosh, man, like, what a shot of him. He just looks so, like, his eyes, they just look so determined. He'll change your life. Wow. Oh my gosh. And he did change her life. He did, in so many ways. In so many ways. Oh my gosh. Wow. I also appreciate this shot of, I mean, just like going from Himmel's face back to the hero of the South is really cool. Like, they're pretty much standing in the exact same spots, looking the exact same way. Like, that's so cool. That's really cool. This was a really great scene. I really loved this scene so much, especially that he'll change your life. Like, oh, and the music, the way the music swells when he says he'll change your life. And then he's like, all right, well, I'm off. I also love the way this scene ends when he says, when you meet that young man, tell him this. And once again, so cool how we see the hero of the South reaching out his hand And then we see Himmel reaching out his hands, standing in like basically the exact same spot. And then we see her, the little scene of her telling him. And oh, his expression is so fascinating. I really wonder like what he's thinking in this scene, because his eyes kind of, it almost looks like his eyes are watering a little bit, or it's really interesting, like the light in his eyes is wavering slightly. And then yeah, we have this, oh my gosh, dude, what an absolute badass this guy was. I will clear a path for you. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I love that so much. I will clear a path for you. What a guy, man. Wow. This part was also really nice, even if my accomplishments should be buried in the shadows of history. Like, I'll still clear the path for you. And yet, his accomplishments were not buried in the shadows of history. You know, I love how Frieren points that out. Like, look at this town. They love this guy. They still have this statue of him. They're doing puppet shows of him. Like, everybody loves this dude. And look, I mean, yeah, look, they've got the freaking Schlacht, the Omniscient. I keep forgetting how to say it. Schlacht, the Omniscient. They have a freaking costume for that guy, and kids chasing him. Like, yeah. She's like, some future sight you had, you were not forgotten at all. Yep. And I think there's something, like, even though I'm really curious what his name is, I think there's something to the fact that his name is never mentioned, you know, like he's just the hero of the South, because it's like, because it kind of gives this sense of like, even not knowing his name, like everyone still remembers the person, like they still remember what an incredible person he was and how much he accomplished and how much he did for humanity. So I don't know, I feel like there is something to the fact that he's nameless and yet remembered so fondly by the people of this village especially. History hasn't forgotten. Yup. Yeah, and they're still hiring people to like clean up the statue. Like, yeah, wow. Okay. Hero of the South is an amazing freaking dude, man. Oh wow. Like what a guy. Like I said, what a GIGACHAD. Literally just solo, no party. And he's taking on all these demons. Like, wow. Okay. A couple other things I liked in this episode is Stark catching a tiny fish again, because that's happened before. And I also like the fact that this snake popped back up, and I love how Stark is like, oh, don't let it near me, and Fern's like comforting him because he knows what it's like to be bitten by that thing. That's kind of like a nice little callback to when they first met Sign. And then there was another little detail that I liked in this town as well. I am waiting for it. I can't remember exactly where it is. I think it's maybe right around here. Oh yeah, this. I thought this was really cool how it's like a piece of wheat. It's a nice little detail, because we've seen people offer wheat as like an offering to the goddess before, so it's just a nice detail. Just a nice detail. I thought that was really cool. And then of course I got bamboozled here. I got completely bamboozled by this woman. I went through a whole roller coaster here, because at first I was like, oh snap, she's the demon, and then she was like, no, I'm a priest. I'm just here to pray for them. And I said, okay, she seems good. She seems like a nice lady. And she said, yeah, it's so horrible. Like, you know, all these people are dying to that sword demon. Yeah, countless villages, man. I'm just here to pray. Look, I've even got the little prayer emblem and everything. And I said, oh, okay, she seems aight. She seemed nice. And Fern and Stark said the same thing. And then, but Frieren was like, no, bitch, I see you. And then I said, holy crap. There are no bodies buried here. Oh gosh, Frieren is just so perceptive. And she's like, oh snap, they done figured me out. And then I also was like, wait, what? No way. I got bamboozled too. I killed them so I could eat them. This was also quite a fascinating conversation. She's like, I killed them so I could eat them. And Frieren's like, but you could eat other things, you know? I had to in order to survive. And she's like, well, you could just like not eat humans. And then she's like, well, is that really a reason to like not eat humans? Like, oh, what an interesting conversation between the two of them. And I feel like this scene also just really highlights how incredibly manipulative demons are. I mean, we know they're manipulative. Like, of course, I mean, we've seen that. They'll pretty much do anything that they need to do to get what they want. Like when Lugner was all, oh, well, you know, you guys killed my father, so we share a similar pain, you know, like, but it is actually crazy how incredibly manipulative they can be and how convincing they can be as well. And I also quite like this scene, you know, why did you get violent all of a sudden anyway? Because you were about to pray, and you close your eyes when you pray. It's like a very vulnerable thing. You're in an incredibly vulnerable state. And once again, it really highlights the nature of demons. Like, they don't care, you know, something that, you know, other people might see as like as sacred. You can't kill someone while they're praying. Like, demons don't care, and they'll actually use that against you. And I feel like Frieren was almost like, how dare you attempt to desecrate the sanctity of the action of prayer and like what it means, and to take advantage of someone's trust, to take advantage of someone who's in such a vulnerable state. It was all I could do in the moment. And I love how they then, all of them, how she kneels down and prays. People close their eyes to pray. Yep. That's so sweet how they all do it, and it's really sweet how they made little graves for the villagers, even though there's no bodies. I also kind of like this I guess commentary on humans and demons. You know, as long as humans know desire, demons will take advantage of that. I mean, I think that's true of real life too. Like, there are some people who will absolutely take advantage of anything that they can take advantage of, and I especially like that this concept of desire specifically is pointed out, because I suppose I hadn't thought too much about it, but I suppose desire is at the root of a lot of things, right? You know, like we have things that we want, and that can be used against us. But I think the cool thing about this is that demons also have things that they want. Demons also know desire, as a matter of fact. Like, for example, they desire to kill humans, and they desire to show off their power, and that's something that we can also use against them. As we've seen through, you know, Frieren and Flamme, we can use that to trick them by suppressing our mana, because it's something that demons would never think to do. So that's kind of like a cool little tidbit in all of this, is like they can use it against us, but we can also use it against them. Humans also fail to resist their impulses, and once again, interesting commentary on humans. I do think that is true a lot of the time. I wouldn't say that humans always fail to resist their impulses, but often we do. So, yep, she's not wrong. But yeah, anyways, great episode. I mean, gosh, dude, Frieren's so freaking cute. I love how excited she is about this spell that turns a red apple into a green apple. Like, I mean, you know what? Fair, valid. I can't remember, did anybody in the party like green apples? Was there a specific reason for this spell, or does she just excited to turn a red apple into a green apple? Anyways, I think that's all I have to say about this episode. I really enjoyed this one. The Hero of the South is like such an awesome guy. Like, I'm so glad that we got to meet him. I'm so glad that we got to know him. I will remember him very fondly. Even if I don't know his name, I will remember him as the Hero of the South. And I think that the Hero of the South is mentioned somewhere in season 1 as well. I can't remember the episode, but I feel like it has been mentioned before, and I feel like I remember some of you guys being like, remember the Hero of the South. So, I can't remember the episode, but I'm pretty sure he was mentioned somewhere in season 1. Anyways, I think that's all I have for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!
Alrighty, and as always, it is time for our legend tier shoutouts. So, shout out to Abel Dark Rider, Savior of Nern, Gabriel Weiss, Ramune Ram, Ryan, Mikhail Mazareth, and Jet Cox. Thank you all so much for being absolute freaking legends. I really do appreciate ya, and on to the rest of the shoutouts.